After 4 days of Scottish Cup action, both our teams survive. I'm sure a lot of your guys' teams survive, but you know what? We're here to review it all again. I love it. I love the Scottish Cup. You get a bunch of games each day. Can't beat it, can't you not? And an easy wee tie in the next round.
What more could you ask for?
119. Rangers are going to get the 119 in May. What are Hearts going to get? Well, how many trophies have Hearts won? Hit me with it. What's the number? What is Heart? Well, I say what's the number Hearts are going to end on? It's probably going to be the one they started on this season.
13.
13. Can you make it 14?
I hope so.
You hope so. I don't think you will. Away to St Mirren. Anyway, we have to talk about how you got to St Mirren. Rangers 5, Fraserburgh 0, Cyril Desser's hat-trick. He had the captain's armband on. It's the stuff of nightmares. Yeah, decent win for Rangers. Not going to hype it up too
Straight
much.
into the Rangers game already?
Aye, that's where we're starting. Now, the Scottish Cup website hasn't updated the Dundee Derby, but we've literally just finished reviewing that, so we'll talk about that at the end. So, Rangers 5, Fraserburgh 0, hit me with it.
I want to know why we're talking about Rangers first.
Because that's the order.
Fair enough, that's the order. Rangers won.
Ideally, I would like to talk about Hearts Elgin first. But no, Brecon, sorry. So we can't do that.
Put some respect on Breacon's name. Great goal for Brecon, by the way.
We'll get to that in a minute. But Rangers
Forgot about the wee laddie that scored it, but yeah, what a strike.
Sparking.
Aye, Rangers 5-0, Fraserburgh. What else is there to say? Desser's hat-trick. Got to wear the armband. Good for him, but...
I got there in the end of that. Got to wear the armband.
Armband. I'm feeling sick, man. Jesus Christ.
I will.
And that draw didn't cheer me up, so I mean...
No, Love Street. Didn't go well for you once there before. Might not go again.
No, nail up there. And that Hate Street. Well, Rangers won 5-0. What can you say? Expect it to win 5-0. I think if they won any more than 5-0, you'd be like, you know what, great result. I think if they lost, if they won by less than 5-0, you'd be like, I should have won by more. I think 5-0 is about
bang in the middle.
That's kind of what you expect.
Right.
Give or take. I think when you're taking on Fraserburgh at Ibrox, you're looking at a 4, 5, 6-0.
Yeah.
I think anything better than that is like a good result. Anything below that's a poor result.
Absolutely.
Especially considering it's not like Rangers fielded like a full second string team.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, they had some key players out there.
Aye, a lot, aye.
Now,
But,
why they didn't? I mean, could you tell me Rangers could not afford to have played a team full of youth?
well, of course they could have.
Now,
That's
why
the
they
big
don't
debate.
do that, I'm not too sure. But like you said, Scottish Cup seems more important than other domestic cups. Dare I say, the Scottish Cup is the most important domestic cup in football. And I'm not talking about it in terms of exposure or money or anything like that, but I'm talking about in terms of what it means to the clubs in Scotland.
I think it probably is. But you know, no thing that annoys me though, it's like the Rangers B team earlier this season beat Fraserburgh 5-0. The B team. So therefore Rangers could have played the B team. The literal B team. And it could have had enough. So let's move away from this game. Falkirk 1, Raith Rovers 2. The end of Falkirk's 18-month undefeated streak at home.
Just before we do talk...
Oh, hold on, man. No, we've moved on to Falkirk. John McGlynn is primed here.
Well, we'll talk about John McGlynn in a wee minute, but again, you can kind of... This is why, like when we talk about young players, you know, we can see maybe why they're choosing... And I get it, I'm not saying Lewis Ferguson's young, but you know, it makes sense why some of these kids go abroad to like Syria and or down to England, because see in Scotland there's just not much chance for players. When you see if you move to the Old Firm, there's not many opportunities. See, unless like you're good enough to get in the starting 11, it's the same like 16, 18 players, isn't it, that just get rotated.
No, it is, yeah.
And that's across both teams.
No, I totally agree with that.
I mean, I can see why some of these younger players and stuff decide to move to other leagues. But anyway, yep. Falkirk.
Who's that ringing you? Is that big Neil Critchley? You heard you were bashing him?
He's wanting my advice for the match against St Mirren.
Fuck no.
I told him, don't worry, I'll see you match day and I'll get it then. Anyway,
8th of February, be there.
8th of February, be there or don't. Well, I mean, it's 8th of February weekend. It might not be on the 8th of February, but.
Anyway, Falkirk 1, Raith Rovers 2, 18 months.
What are the pies like in St Mirren? Any good?
They're alright. I don't know. You tell me.
I'll tell you on the 8th of February.
That's alright.
Right, Falkirk.
Review here.
Falkirk 1, Raith Rovers 2. Falkirk losing the first time domestically.
In 18 months, that's pretty mad.
Right, home. That's
you know what? I said this during the review. I think the quality of the Scottish Championship's underrated. I think it's a very good league.
Oh, it is?
Like, I'm not saying it's, top end of the Premier League, but you would be like, Celtic and Rangers are League One quality and everyone else's confidence. See, if you actually watch the Scottish Championship, and by the way, every Friday night there's always a game on, we watch it. It's good. I don't care what anybody says. Good players.
It's a decent level.
No, it fucking absolutely is. And you know what? Falkirk were pretty shite in the first half here, but it was a good game in the second. But Raith Rovers advanced their...
That's just English wankers, though, isn't it, man? With their whole narrative. Oh, Celtic and Rangers wouldn't survive in the Championship and everyone else in Scotland's a League Two team. Yeah, it's bullshit. I mean, we've seen Scottish teams get many good results in Europe that teams in England League Two couldn't dream of getting.
No. Raith Rovers, though, for their troubles, they get rewarded with a trip to Celtic Park. Can they win it?
No.
So they're out.
Aye.
So they're out. Right, St Johnston won.
But here, it's a good day for Raith Rovers. A chance to go and take on the champions of Scotland, the best team in Scotland, the undisputed number one of Scotland. So, it's a good day for Raith Rovers.
You sound like a bitter hun. Anyway, St Johnston won.
People will say that anyway. Like, so
No, I'm pretending to be them.
Honestly, it doesn't matter whether I praise Celtic or bash them. I'm just going to get called a hun anyway.
So you may as well bash them.
That is true, but...
We'll get to them later.
I think it's going to be Raith Rovers that get bashed, unfortunately.
Aye.
But here, tough as beating Falkirk at home was, and I'm sure it was a tough game for Raith Rovers. The toughest, is unfortunately for them, is yet to come. And I'll be shocked if they do beat Celtic, but here, if they can, then congratulations. It'll probably be one of the biggest cup upsets I can remember in my lifetime.
Yeah, be a massive one. Darvel Aberdeen. Aberdeen were in a rut though, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean that shite team that Hearts lost to, who I've tried to forget about. Bonnick Rose Rangers or something, or
Bonnie Rose?
No, what's the name?
Something shiter than them, was it no?
Bora Rangers or something, or
Bora
Rangers.
Yes.
Pretty bad.
Fuck, that's a blast from the past.
I know, but like honestly, as bad as those results were, I think if Raith Rovers beat Celtic at Celtic Park, that would be a bigger upset.
I think so too. Anyway,
especially because it's Celtic.
St Johnston
Champions League Celtic.
St Johnston won, Motherwell nil. We said they wouldn't want to win here. They'd rather it in the league, but they won here.
Yeah, they got it. They knocked out Motherwell. Congratulations to them.
And they take on Hamilton next, so easy. Could be a quarter-final for St Johnston.
Unfortunately, it's looking like St Johnston for them. They're going down, but maybe they're going to have a nice wee cup run. And, I mean, at this point, they're just a couple of games away from Hampden.
They are, but
the fifth round tie is pretty favourable for them.
Let's be honest, though, the winner of St Johnstone Hamilton will probably be travelling to one side of Glasgow in the quarters. I mean,
well, so I'd say there's a decent chance of that. But here, got to be in it to win it. St Johnstone are in it, and beating Motherwell, that's a decent scalp for them. I still do believe they'd prefer to pick up a win in the league, but yeah, if you can, better to win in the cup than to lose in both, isn't it? So
that's it. Queen's Park 3, Montrose 2. Booked themselves an extra time a wee trip to Ibrox. Will they be winning at Ibrox? No. I mean, I tell you this: if Queen's Park can stay in the game at Ibrox, obviously they've got a chance. Like Fraserburgh was only 1-0 at half time, and there's obviously more chance of Queen's Park doing something against Rangers than Fraserburgh. But here, another good day out for Queen's Park. We Glasgow Derby in there. Can't get enough of them. Anyway, up next, we've got Livy against Ross County. Livingston went through. For whatever reason, it says 2 each. I can guarantee you, brother, didn't end 2 each. It was 3-2 Livy. So yeah, Livingston beat Ross County. Ross County will be disappointed with that. Davy Martindale, though, he'll be down in some drink tonight, won't he? And Critchley fucking relaxing, son.
Oh man, what do you want like that? Oh, Critchley, man, fucking depressed here.
Get your own jam torch, you prick. Anyway, yeah, Livingston go through. Who did Livingston get? Can't remember who Livingston got.
Yeah, another good result for Livy though and Davy Martindale. Ross County have been on good form as of late, so I wasn't expecting this, so I'm going to be honest. Good result.
Good result, right. Hibs 3, Clydebank 0. Clydebank brought a lot of fans to Easter Road. I tell you what they did. Sadly for them, they're out. Hibs though, where are they going to? They're away to... Who are they away to? Ayr. They're away to Ayr.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good game. Scott Bryant, former Hibs man, managing Ayr against them. Ayr won 8-0. We'll get to that in a minute. Dumbarton won Airdrie 5. I bet Dumbarton. I look pretty dumb.
Aye, Airdrie Onions, it's been a while since they won a game, but they got a win here, 5-1. Congratulations to them.
They're down, so you know what? We can't even use the St Johnstone logic on them. Cove Rangers 2, 4 for Athletic 0.
Good win for Rangers. Cove getting into the next round 2-0. Nothing else to really add on that. Dunfermline 3, Stirlingmuir 0. Another win for Dunfermline. I mean, they're not having a great season, but I mean, who knows? One step closer to a trip to Hampden. We'll see what they can do next round, but I mean, they got the job done against Stirlingmuir. They were expected to win this tie, and they did. So fair play to them.
The team you'll be taking on, St Mirren, they beat Queen of the South 3-1. Are you fearing that? I'd be fearing it if I was a Jambo.
I'm not fearing it, but it's not the easiest tie we could have got. Let's be honest. But yeah, St Mirren beating Queen of the South 3-1 away from home. I mean, you could look at it and argue it's a tricky tie, but I mean, most people would have predicted St Mirren to come through this pretty much without getting scalped, and that's what they've done. Conceded a goal, gave up a goal, but you know, still had enough to get past Queen of the South. So St Mirren move on, Queen of the South get eliminated at Palmerston Park.
Absolutely. Hamilton won 3-1 against Musselburgh.
A gifty result for, I mean, a gifty draw for Hamilton. And I mean, they got the result.
At one point.
Maybe squeaky bum time when Musselburgh equalised in the second half, but Hamilton in the end got through there. But not convincing, and I believe that St Johnstone will be licking their lips and take the prospect of taking on.
They might
Hamilton.
be. Elgin City 0, Aberdeen 3, Duke got a 2, Aberdeen finally win. Will they win the next round against Dunfermline? I'm not convinced.
Well, that remains to be seen. Look, Aberdeen got the win here, but I mean, let's make no mistake about it. Elgin City are League 2. Elgin City are, you know, this is the bare minimum I think Aberdeen should be doing. Let's not get on the Jimmy Thielen hype train and say that, oh, he's turned things around, he's stopped the rot. This is a cup tie against a League 2 team. This is arguably Jimmy Thielen's last game if he doesn't win. A
good chance though to get into the quarters now against Dunfermline. Can he deliver the cup?
I mean, it is a good chance, but see, at the same time, man, I'm not convinced that Aberdeen are going to wipe the floor with Dunfermline.
No,
it could be a tricky game.
It could be, absolutely. Right, moving on.
No, obviously, didn't think at the start of the season you wouldn't have thought that, like, but
no. Ayr United 8-0, massive win.
Aye, 2-0 at half time, 6 goals coming in the second half. Ayr United, solid, very solid, beating Broxburn.
But see if Ayr United can put eight past them, it's like it makes you wonder, like, well, 5-0 against Fraserburgh at Ibrox really ain't that good.
No, it's not good.
You know what I mean? It's
not good. I mean, 5-0's, like I say, that's the bare minimum.
Like, I'm not saying like, oh, just go out and cripple these wee clubs and, you know, put 20 past them, but fucking why not? You know what I mean? I do feel like there is an element of let's take it easy. Or let's just stroll in the park. I mean, surely if I was, if I was Cyril Dessers or like a McCausland or something, I mean, I wouldn't stop at 3 or 1. I'd want more, but judging based off in the first half, they bottled it. Anyway, Celtic 2, Kelly 1. Close game, but you know what? Celtic, they had that many chances. It should have been more. But you know what? Derek McKinn's side held in there to the end, but they kind of ran out of puff at the end.
Well, sometimes that's all you can do. Stay close, stay in it. Give yourself a chance. Come on, it did that. Never got the chance. Celtic won. I mean, I've seen some people criticise this performance. I mean, it really wasn't that bad. You cannot
just missed the goals.
Can't delude yourself to believe that.
Yo, even if Kelly won 1-0, right? For me, it was still a decent performance from Celtic. I wouldn't label it as terrible and dire.
Yeah, you just can't win every single game like 4-5-0. You need to get into the real world.
My world.
Yeah.
Right, Jeff. Double G. Anyway, right, moving on.
Double one.
There's your team. Hearts 4-1.
Yeah, squeaky bum time. Did not start the game well. Brecon took the lead. But 20 odd minutes in, I'm thinking, you know what, the upset is on here. But in the end, Hearts' quality did.
Shite rises to the top.
Aye, shite rises to the top. Hearts' quality did shine through. I mean, a 4-1 win though against a non-league side. It's just not. It's not impressive, is it?
No, it's not really.
But it's a win, and we'll see what we can do now against St Mirren. So that's a real measuring stick right there.
Absolutely, but yeah, guys, the Dundee derby as well. Dundee won 1-0. Literally just reviewed it, so not a lot to repeat ourselves. But good game, Dundee United. We'll feel a wee bit hard done by, but here, good game.
Was a good game. Both teams, neither team deserved to go out, I would say.
Yep.
But unfortunately, cup football, someone's got to go, and tonight it was Dundee United.
That's it. And final thoughts, the fifth round draw.
Still think Dundee United. I mean, if you asked Dundee fans of Dundee, from Dundee, like what position would they rather be in? I still think you'd rather be in Dundee United's position.
Oh, aye,
yeah, you may be at the Scottish Cup, but you are, you're in third place. You're looking pretty good for that third place, and let's remember that third gets you guaranteed, assuming that Celtic or Rangers win the Scottish Cup, third gets you guaranteed European group stage football, and that's massive financially. Not only financially, but also just to actually test yourself in Europe's I was going to say Europe's biggest competition. It's not quite that, but I mean you've got an opportunity to at least earn a place in the Europa League. So
I would love to see like a League One team win the cup and somehow get European football.
But yeah, look, I mean, it's great for the finances, and it's great to just have another Scottish team competing up to Christmas. I mean, Hearts should have been competing beyond Christmas, but we fucking shat the bed. Hopefully, if Dundee United qualify this year, they won't shite the bed.
I mean, hopefully. I mean, the coefficient to do as well as it can. But yeah, the fifth round draw for me was a wee bit dead. Not much floating about. Rangers and Celtic, nice wee easy draws against lower tier opposition. I mean, St Mirren Hearts is probably the tie of the round.
I'll wait till that match is over to decide if that's my answer or not.
Well, you know what, guys? I mean, I would actually just like to see all the big teams stay through and have like a bunch of tasty quarters. You know what I mean? I don't want to see Hampden two semis with like one side Rangers, one side Celtic against like Roxburgh Athletic who are out. But you get my point. Know what I mean?
We get your point.
You get my point. Anyway, till then, peace.